Hey, Game Squad. Welcome back.
Always a pleasure to be back.
So you ready to dive deep into the world of Marvel Rivals?
Absolutely. It's been quite the ride, seeing the meta evolve and all the different players and playstyles emerging.
Exactly right. I mean, some of these character picks you see,
It's wild.
like, how is that working?
And they make it work.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It really is. So for this deep dive, we're going to look at some of the most popular characters in Marvel Rivals.
Okay.
We've combed through mountains of data, lurked in the forums, stalked, not
You're
stalked,
stalking.
no stalking.
Yeah.
Just checked out, all the online chatter.
The buzz.
Yeah, to see, who players are gravitating towards, who they're winning with.
And just like generally making noise about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So let's jump right in. All right, first up, we're going to talk about this because I am seeing it everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Jeff the Land Shark.
Yeah.
This dude is a bona fide star in Quickplay.
Oh, he's everywhere.
Why do you think that is?
I think part of it is just how unique he is, right?
Oh, yeah. You got your standard brawlers, your ranged attackers, and then you have Jeff.
The literal shark.
Exactly. And his kit is just so weird and fun. The healing he brings keeps him in the fight longer than anyone expects. And then that ultimate.
Oh, okay, is it just me or is it pure chaos?
It's like a beautiful disaster. Enemies never know what's going to hit them or from where. It can totally disrupt a team's strategy.
And I think people love that. Like, they want to shake things up.
Yeah. They want something different. You don't want to just see the same 5 characters every single match.
No. And that's why Jeff is such a breath of fresh air. So he's rocking it in quick play. But when it comes to PC competitive,
Different story.
totally different story.
You see, over there, it's all about Luna Snow.
She is dominating, especially as a strategist, right?
Yeah, that's her bread and butter.
So for those who don't know, break down the strategist role for us.
Okay, so strategists in Marvel Rivals, they're all about control. They want to dictate the pace of the battle, set up their team for success, and shut down the enemy's plans. So they're kind of like the puppet masters.
In a way, yeah. And Luna Snow does all of this with her ice powers. She can freeze enemies in place, create walls of ice to block attacks, and even slow down their movements. It's all about control and careful planning. And on PC, where players have that extra precision with the mouse and keyboard, she becomes even deadlier.
Interesting. So the platform actually plays a role in character effectiveness.
Oh, absolutely. It's fascinating, right? Like you were saying, Luna Snow is a beast on PC, but on console, competitive play is looking a little different.
Cloak and Dagger are taking the spotlight there.
Yeah. They're a really interesting contrast to Luna Snow.
Why do you think that is? What makes them more suited for console?
Well, console gaming is often a bit more about, how do I put this? Like in-the-moment action, Less about pinpoint accuracy, more about quick reactions and adapting to what's happening right in front of you.
I see what you're saying. So the console controller maybe isn't as precise as a mouse and keyboard for pulling off Luna Snow's moves.
Right, but that kind of close quarters brawl, the synergy and positioning that Cloak and Dagger rely on, that translates really well to console.
They're also a bit more forgiving for newer players, I'd imagine.
Definitely. It doesn't take quite as much finesse to be effective with them.
And then on the flip side, we have Venom,
Oh yeah, he's a clock.
crushing it in casual play.
Total fan favorite.
Why do you think that is?
I think it's the simplicity. He's a Vanguard, which means he's all about dealing damage and soaking up hits.
Big, strong, and straightforward.
Exactly. And his abilities just scream power. He's got those vicious claws, the symbiote tendrils, and his ultimate just unleashes this, well, it's a venom explosion.
Sounds pretty straightforward to use.
Yeah, new players can pick him up and instantly feel like a badass. No need for complex combos or intricate strategies, just pure, unadulterated aggression.
I can definitely see the appeal. But, sometimes brains over brawn, right? And that's where I think Mantis comes in.
Mantis. One of the highest win rates across the board.
Quick play, competitive, you name it. She's consistently at the top.
It's because she's so deceptively versatile.
What do you mean by that?
Well, on the surface, she might look like a damage dealer.
Yeah.
And she can dish it out, don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah, those psionic blasts are no joke.
But her real strength is in her utility. She can disrupt enemy attacks, heal her allies, and even control the battlefield with her plant-based abilities.
So she's kind of like a Swiss Army knife of a character.
Exactly. And that adaptability is what makes her so valuable. You can slot her into any team comp, and she'll find a way to contribute.
All right, so we've got the powerhouses, the versatile picks, but what about the characters that require a little more, finesse?
The skill-expressive characters.
Exactly. And one that's been turning heads is Iron Fist, Lin Lai.
Oh, he's so much fun to watch.
Yeah. Why is he gaining so much traction?
Well, he's got a high skill ceiling, which means it takes time and practice to master him. But once you do,
Oh, it's a thing of beauty.
it is. His whole kit is built around chaining together these intricate martial arts combos. It's all about timing and precision.
So it's less about button mashing, more about, like, rhythmic execution.
Absolutely. It's almost like playing a fighting game within Marvel Rivals.
And then, of course, you can't talk about skill-expressive characters without mentioning Spider-Man,
The web slinger himself.
the OG high flyer.
He's just so fluid and agile, right?
It's that mobility, I think. Yeah. It's so satisfying to swing around the map, dodging attacks and webbing up enemies.
And he's got this incredible combo potential. It's all about maintaining momentum, keeping the pressure on, and using the environment to your advantage.
He's a blast to play.
Yeah.
And even to watch.
Totally. Now, both Iron Fist and Spidey really reward players who put in the time to learn their intricacies.
Absolutely. But then you have characters who kind of come out of left field.
The unexpected favorites.
Yes. Like Squirrel Girl.
Yeah, she's been a surprise hit for
And
sure.
who would have thought? But she's got some serious explosive power and crowd control.
Those bombs, man, they can clear out an entire area.
And don't forget her squirrel army.
Oh yeah, those little guys can be a real nuisance, especially if you're not prepared for them. They swarm you, distract you, and set you up for Squirrel Girl's big attacks.
She's definitely not someone to underestimate.
Nope, not at all.
And another unexpected, maybe not unexpected, but a character I'm seeing pop up more and more is Doctor Strange.
The Sorcerer Supreme making his presence known.
Yeah. And as a Vanguard, no less.
Which, shows just how diverse that role can be.
Right. Because you have Venom, who's all about brute strength. And then you have Doctor Strange, who's manipulating reality, teleporting around, and shielding his team.
He might not have Venom's raw damage output, but his versatility and battlefield control are unmatched. He can completely shut down an enemy push with the right positioning and timing.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here, but there's one last character we have to talk about.
Oh yeah, the one that sends shivers down everyone's spine in competitive play.
Hela.
The goddess of death herself.
And her ban rate is
Astronomical.
It's through the roof.
Which tells you everything you need to know about her power level.
Why is she so feared?
Well, first of all, she can summon an army of undead warriors. So you're not just fighting her, you're fighting a whole legion.
That sounds overwhelming.
It is. And her damage output is insane. She can melt through health bars like they're nothing.
Plus, she's got that whole death touch thing going on, right?
Oh, yeah. Don't forget the death touch.
So she's just a nightmare to deal with.
Pretty much. And that's why she's almost always banned in competitive matches. She can single-handedly swing the tide of battle, which isn't exactly conducive to a balanced and fair fight.
So there you have it. Game Squad, just a taste of the diverse and ever-evolving world of Marvel Rivals.
So many amazing characters to choose from.
Each with their own unique playstyle and strengths. Which leads me to my question for you guys. Who are you maining in Marvel Rivals right now?
And why? What is it about that character that you just love?
Let us know in the comments below. We want to hear all about your favorite combos, your clutch plays, and your ultimate victories. And don't forget to subscribe to Game Squad TV for more deep dives into all things gaming. We'll see you in the next one.